go ahead and work on this problem now. So we have CU. So make sure first step, write down the problem, leave some room for coefficients. Next step is write everything down. So Cu, chlorine. So Cu is copper, then chlorine, then hydrogen, and then sulfur. Right, and those are the reactants. On the product side, make sure you write them in the same order. So copper first, then chlorine, then hydrogen, and then sulfur. All right, so right here, no coefficient, no subscript, so we put a 1. No coefficient, but there's a subscript of 2, so put a 2. Hydrogen, no coefficient, but a subscript of 2, so we put a 2 there. Sulfur, just one of them, so put a 1. Then here on the right side, on the product side, 1 copper, chlorine, just 1, hydrogen, just 1, and sulfur, just 1, because none of these have coefficients or subscripts. You just assume they're all 1s. All right, so the coppers are balanced, chlorine and hydrogen are not, and sulfur is balanced. So what can we put here? Let's start with the chlorine. How can we make this chlorine of a 1 into a 2? So what coefficient can you put right here in front of that to make it a 2? And so remember, if there's nothing there, you can just put a coefficient of 1 if it helps you. So for the chlorine, what times 1 gives you 2? 2 times 1 gives you 2, right? So here for chlorine, this 1 becomes a 2. But because you put a coefficient in front of the H also, now this H also becomes a 2. And you see now the chlorines, the coppers balanced, so we'll put checks there, check, check. Chlorines are balanced, check, check. Hydrogens are balanced, check, check. And the sulfurs are balanced, so checks there too. Right, so all of this has been balanced, and all we needed to do was put a coefficient of 2 right there, and so that is balanced.